really you wanna use that as excuse to trigger your mental issues. I had one person who told me, "Oh, because of this, the president so and so became the president of the United States. Since then, I've been on mental anxiety pill because of the president." That's a very lame excuse of abusing mental health drugs, because a politician does not hold your destiny. A politician does not dictate your everyday life. They may dictate your life one way or the other, because the prices of the commodities everywhere in the world are skyrocketing. But when you go to a low level of being on a psychiatric medication because so and so became a president, you are so low in life. Actually, that's just a trigger. That's just an excuse. You have been having these mental issues or mental breakdown or mental problems for a long time. It's only that you are taking out an excuse, just like somebody else who will just say, "I'm drinking because I'm stressed. I'm abusing alcohol because I'm stressed. I'm abusing drugs because I'm stressed." No, really. You're not abusing that because you're not abusing drugs and alcohol because you're stressed. You are just getting an easy out of abusing drugs and alcohol or those psychiatric pills. Actually, you can be mentally stable. And I understand there are some issues that mentally that they need to take the pills. But if you are taking the pill because of because of politics, that's a lame and a very low situation to be in. Thank you very much. I'll let you continue your topic as we go around.
Yes, and I have to say I'm also aware of the conversations that are going on in your region about abortion. Again, a very touchy issue.
That's what happened on Friday. I just read it in the United States, and most people are outraged about the abortion. What happened? The Supreme Court, the highest court in the country, decided, you know what? They call it Roe vs. Wade, and sometime back, I think Roe vs. Wade, they sued the states and they said, "Oh, you know what? We wanna take all the power from the states." The states, like, let's say for example, for those who are in Africa, in the United States we have, I think, 52 states, and they are all states by themselves. So little countries in one big country by themselves, and this abortion laws has been regulated by the federal government, the whole government, or what we're going to call national government in Kenya. And now it's like, we have 47 counties in Kenya. It's like now the power has been taken back to the counties, which are states, for the state or the county to decide, do we want to legalize abortion or do we not criminalize it? But there's exceptions. If it's incest or if it's rape, you can still do abortion. But let me tell you one thing. People has taken these two and made it political. They are doing political identity using these and saying, one thing it's very well known is that the judges in the Supreme Court, they are more conservatives. They are Christian conservatives. They are people who hold the society morally very high. And they hold Christianity and morals in society very high. And the Democrats, apparently, they are exactly opposite of that. But one thing I tend to see there here is like, it's going to be controversial here for a minute. Take it or leave it. Is that most of the Democrats, including the President of the United States, they are Catholics, staunch Catholics, who are completely against abortion. Until 2020, Joe Biden, who is the President of the United States, was completely against abortion. But because of political pressure, he just bent and took it. And now, guess what? It's up to the states now, for example, in Kenya, the counties, to decide, do you want to have an abortion? I mean, do you want legalized abortion in your state? Do you want to put restrictions on abortion? Because there are some people who, instead of using birth control, they are using abortion as a birth control. And it's costing states a lot of money. Planned Parenthood, they are taking a lot of federal government money. And guess what? In America, in each and every single ward, I'll call it a ward, there's county clinics where you can go get free condoms, free contraceptives, and you can decide if you want to have a baby or not. Why are people so outraged? Because the state has the power to criminalize or to control who can perform an abortion. Well, there is exception. If you are raped, yes, you can go have an abortion. If it's incest, somebody some girl was caught by some family member, or some family member, they get drunk and they have sex, they get pregnant. The exception for that. But what they don't tell you, the political identity of the Democratic Party are saying this is a very bad thing. But guess what? A few months ago, same people, the Speaker of the House, who is a Democrat, wanted to take away the state rights for voting for elections and give them to federal government so that the federal government can control. But the Constitution does not allow. Imagine they want to take away the state rights for voting and give them to the national government, and the national government can dictate how they want to rig the elections. That's not a problem with the counties or the states. And make one huge, how the national government decides on election. That's unheard of. Every single county, every single state in America have their own election rules and laws. And guess what? If you are out there, you outraged about the states getting power, about abortion, legalizing abortion, criminalizing it, we have a problem. Because guess what? We have so many people, we are talking about mental health today. We have seen so many people, after performing abortion, they are no longer mentally stable. They always carry guilt, they are depressed, they are stressed, they have personal issues that you don't know where they come from. They have this guilt. I have friends who has come up openly to me and say, well, my biggest problem is that I'm getting sick. I get these instances because 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was pregnant. I chose to be elected to do abortion, and when I see a girl or a boy 12 years old, I still look at them as my son. And some of them are very so guilty they don't even see some of the these young teenagers who could be the same age as the children they did abort. And I always ask the people who are up for abortion, where there is no incest, where there is no rape, I ask them, imagine you are aborted yourself. We wouldn't have this problem at all. And abortion, they say it's a right, it's a woman's right. And I'm asking them, where is a father who decided to impregnate this person, this woman? Where are they in this decision? And if you are a man, why is it always a woman problem? Why are we making this a woman problem? Why is a man? The woman is get pregnant by themselves. Why is a man? Because the man should be included on this. You have unprotected sex, you know what exactly you're gonna get. You're gonna get pregnant. Are you ready for releasing this baby? No, most of the excuses is, I had sex with a man who is not ready to release the baby. I'm not in a position financially to release this baby. I'm not in a situation to release this baby. I'm financially low. It's not my time in the season to release this baby. God is not confused as you are confused. You had sex, you are very fertile, and God gave you a baby. And most of the Democrats who are staunch Catholics and Christians, they don't want to hear about this. They are saying, it's about the state going to take away the power. What power? Do you want a power to kill somebody? Do you really want a power to kill somebody? As soon as the heartbeat is detected in most states, they tell you, yes, you cannot abort that baby. We'll pay for you. We will pay this welfare. We'll help you raise the kids. And guess what? We want to make, one thing I'm saying, that we want to make the men responsible. The men responsible. Why is it affecting women only? We want to make these men responsible. These men need their wages to be garnished. These men need, when they have a baby, when they impregnate somebody, they need their wages to be garnished. And if they quit working, they need to be forced to work. They can work. That's like people who are imprisoned to pay for their children, to pay for their child support. I would vote for a legislation that will force a man who impregnated a woman to be much more responsible in their life and not make it this a woman problem and make it two parents problem. And the studies have shown in the homes where there is no father, the children tend to get in trouble. And guess what? That's why we are feeding jails in America. And most of the people in America in jails today, they don't have a father figure in their lives. And guess what? There are some stupid people behind there who want single mothers to be on their own. There's a system in this country that's encouraging single motherhood. And guess what? We end up with a lot of mental issues. We have people in jail, young people, black men, in their 20s, they are in jail. Young people, poor whites, they are in jail because they got in trouble because there's no father figure in their life. And guess what? We can't see this as, we are seeing, they turn around and give you the statistics of let's say they use black people so many times. They are using black people in everything nowadays. Any single family in America, it's black because you are black. No, it's not because you are black. It's because of the choices you have made in your life. Because I tell people, it's the choices. If you want to tell a 16-year-old that they can get pregnant and ditch the man and get welfare, and as many children as they can get, the more welfare they can get, and have their men being put in jail because you requested the child support and they cannot afford to pay the child support, I don't know for what reasons, and threw them in jail, guess what? We are destroying the society. We are not building the society. We are destroying the society. Yeah. So, and all these effects of mental health, nobody gonna go to jail and come out nice and clean without mental issues. The jails are horrible. They get raped in jail. They gonna go through horrors. You've been looking on 2 walls all day. You're gonna come up with a lot of mental health issues. And guess what? That's adding more to our topic today, mental health issues. So, in conclusion, if you are there and you are outraged because the states got power to control abortion, guess what? There's a free county bus. You can take the bus, you can go to free county clinics, you can get the contraceptives, and guess what? Nowadays, things are so easy. You can go online, go to your county health public department, order condoms, order contraceptives, or make an appointment and take a county bus and go there. And guess what? Get free contraceptives. You are a man, you can get condoms. You are a woman, you can get other means of contraceptives from a free public county health department. It's that free and it's that easy. And that's the easiest way to avoid abortion. Do they fail? It's 99%. If you have that 1% and you say, oh, my contraceptives failed, fine. You take that case by case. But if you're there, you're still outraged, guess what? You are the problem in the society. Nobody should be outraged for having the right to kill anyone or someone because they are powerless and they cannot do anything. You can have them and kill them the way you want. And that's my angle. And that's it.
I'm telling you, everyone should listen to that. And you know what? The highest number of those who go for abortion, they purport not to have intended to have the pregnancy. Mm-hmm. And when somebody is doing such a big thing without intending, then let me tell you, there is a lot of gap in issues of mental health. Mm-hmm. How do you go about doing something that you cannot handle? The unfortunate thing, actually, the highest percentage who are being affected are our youths, mm-hmm. People who are in their early, in their teenage, mm-hmm. Their adolescence, and they are being taken advantage of by elderly men. I like the way you said it, that men should be held responsible mm-hmm. over the children, and that it should not become a woman's business. Oh. The one who caused the pregnancy should be held culpable of the offense of impregnating a young person by way of intimidating them. Some of them are intimidated. Some of them are lied to. Some of them, they are told if you have intimacy for the first time, you cannot get pregnant. Mm-hmm. And they are taking advantage of these youthful children. Anyway, mm-hmm. a topic of many, many days. I mm-hmm. think there has been a conversation over many years over issue of abortion. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what is the interest of the people. What interest do people have? At least I like our homeland, mm-hmm. that we've been able to fix this, that abortion cannot be incurred, not unless it's by mm-hmm. A medical personnel decision mm-hmm. after analyzing a person's case and feeling that to salvage the health of a woman, then an abortion can be incurred. There are very severe penalties for those who do abortion against the law of the land. And so, anyway, yeah.
And there, even when you go to individual states, there are those exceptions for abortion.
Yes.
But one thing the media that's playing political identity or identity politics, they want to pin, they want to throw the Supreme Court under the bus because, oh, these conservative judges, my friend, these conservative judges, they were elected, and there was a very rigorous, deep process for them to be confirmed in Supreme Court, regardless of their political affiliation. But because they are appointed by a Republican president, and some are appointed by the Democratic presidents, and most of them, those who are there, who are conservatives, who are hold the moral society, they are more Republicans and conservative. That's what people are playing identity politics. You are a Catholic, you are a Christian, and you are there with no shame, supporting abortion. Do some people understand what is abortion? They don't understand. We have seen people who are aborting 6, 7, 8, 9 months baby. We are literally murdering them, and that's okay with the people who are standing in the pulpit, who are calling them Christians, who are most of them are Catholics anyway. I'm not gonna lie. And there are some of those people. Is it politics? Is it your political affiliation that guides you? Or is it your morals that guides you? When did the political affiliation became your moral guide on society issues? When? Are you gonna say, oh, because I'm a Democrat and we agree with abortions, I approve this abortion. I'm gonna approve all the women who can go get pregnant and we can do abortion. That's none of my business. Seriously? Can you call yourself a Christian? You call yourself a Catholic, stout Catholic, like our president, Joe Biden, and you are there on board because of political pressure to agree on abortion, and not on agree on abortion, that's with exceptions of incest and rape and other health issues. It's across the board. Yes, you can do abortion if you feel like it's your own right.
Yes.
Seriously. What about this? It was your own right to use contraceptives not to get pregnant to begin with. It's your own right to tell that man to use a condom not to get you pregnant. Yeah. Make them responsible. Make the men responsible. Why are we looking at it as a woman? We are putting a woman in a weak position. Oh, a man has to make a decision for a woman. No. Oh, all these politicians are men. They have to make a decision for a woman. Why? They don't have to. If you are a woman, guess what? Tell them, no, unprotected sex. It's my power. It's my right to have you not have unprotected sex with me.
Yes, that should be
has that right ever been taken away from a woman, that a woman has a right to have sex with whoever they want to have sex with, and they have the right to demand the person having sex with them to use a protection, or the woman has contraceptives. Has that right been taken or been addressed? The woman has the power, unless we say you are raped. And there's an exception to abortion for that. So anyway, mental health comes from all forms. As I have said, I have seen people who live with guilt, depression, anxiety. They can't start to look some beautiful children out there because they are so guilty and so depressed and stressed. That could be the same age as a kid, baby they killed. And that's one trigger of mental health issues.
Yeah, and it is so good to have this conversation again of how we can know and how we can engage in a way that we are actually mentally healthy. And to take us rolling, our first issue to discuss here, one of the components, one of the indicators of a mentally healthy person is somebody who is able to have a positive attitude towards themselves. In this regard, they know who they are, they respect themselves, they live objectively. It's like the way you are questioning this woman who claims that they have a right to abortion or to their reproductive health. And again, they find themselves engaging in intimate activities and not considering that they have a right to say no. In fact, that should be on the higher percentage, their right to say no to intimacy. If they won't be able to look after whatever will come out of the intimate relationship they could be having with a man. That is the conversation they should engage.
Let me flash back to you, because if you look, whenever they want to put a politician down, they claim women rights, and guess what? Most of sexual assault, most of the so-called rape and sexual assault that puts men down in the United States, especially the people in power, has nothing to do with actual sex. We had a Me Too movement in this country. He touched me inappropriately. He tapped me on my shoulder. He touched me. Maybe the person was even falling down and ended up touching your ear back. Maybe this person just hugged you and had no sexual intention. Just hugged you, just commented on your hair, just commented on your dressing. If we listen to those and we say the woman has a right, hey, how comes you wanna, as a woman, you wanna go ahead and have sex with somebody and demand abortion? Don't you have the rights to say, I need you to use a condom, I need you to use contraceptives, I have the right to have contraceptives? Don't the woman has those rights? Who took those rights away? If I touch you and you think I touched you inappropriately when I didn't have any harm to you or any sexual intimacy, or just commented on your hair, and you want to put me in trouble because I'm in a position of power so that you can get rid of me out of power. But on the other hand, you want to have unprotected sex and you want a right to the abortion? Why are we treating a woman as a very weak vessel? On one hand, they're saying, I cannot be controlled by a man. Men cannot tell me what to do. But on the other side, you're letting the men to have sex with you. That's not protected. Do these men have dominion over you that you cannot say no? And that's why I tell people, you cannot have your cake and eat it.
Yeah.
You either have the cake or you don't have it.
Yes.
But this whole confusion of a man cannot tell me, but I want to demand the right to do abortion after having irresponsible sex with a man who said, I don't want to use a condom. But you have the right to say, this is my body. You're not going to make me pregnant. And if you don't want it, leave.
Yeah, so we can see that people have lacked a lot of objectivity in their life. They are doing things without thinking about the consequences of whatever they are doing. Because if one would ask themselves, if that woman would ask herself, if I have intimacy with this person, am I ready for the consequences? What if I conceived? Somebody who is mentally healthy should be able to ask themselves that, being able to think about the decision that they are about to make, and have the right conversation within themselves and make the right decision. If they feel it will be to their disadvantage having intimacy with a person, then they should be able to say no. And if somebody is not able to say no,
Yes.
It means that they are not mentally healthy.
You're not
So
mentally, you're not,
yeah.
not mentally capable to make your decision. And I tell people, the decision you're gonna make today, they're gonna affect your life, and once and for good. You are mentally stable. You need to be mentally stable to make decision. Do not rush on making some of the decisions. Like
Yes.
you're a young lady, you just met this person and you wanna jump over and have unprotected sex with them, and then they're gonna block you on your phone. And guess what? Who's gonna be depressed?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna be stressed
Yeah.
and depressed, asking questions,
Yes.
and going out there and considering this abortion? Who can have all those problems?
Yeah,
Make
it's
the right
them.
decision. Always make the right decision. We have a lot of people who are living depressed and stressed because of some stupid decision they make. Some of these decisions, they are very easy to make. Very easy. Very easy. If we want to put you, if we want to put you on a Me Too movement, you are holding Me Too movement so up high, and all the women rights. Guess what? Why are you letting a man to take your rights within a flip of five seconds? Why? You are fighting a man that they don't have any power of right over your rights over you, but within a flip of a second, you are there having unprotected sex with a man, and then turn around and yap on the public national television that, oh, woman power, women rights. Who is taking your rights away? Seriously. Yourself. You yourself. There's no man that took your rights away or your power away. It's you yourself who decided I'm gonna have unprotected sex, and I'm gonna live with the consequences of having unprotected sex. So don't come yapping, oh, the men are taking our rights, they cannot tell us what to do, how many no. It's you who take down your panty and let these men in you unprotected. No one.
Yeah.
You are the one who gave up your rights. Nobody gave up your rights. It's you.
For sure.
So
for sure. If you have not been raped, if you went all the way, slept with somebody, then no one, you shouldn't be blaming anyone here.
Are you going to blame?
Yourself.
In Kenya, this is what they do. Men will do that. You have a date, go, present yourself, offer you a cake, and guess what?
Yeah.
You get impregnated, and this man, as soon as you tell this man you are pregnant, they broke you. They turn off their phone and take their number, and good luck, they run away from you.
And the best they can do to you, the best they can do is to give you money to go and abort. And if you don't, that is your problem. So it's good to have a conversation over and over again about any decision that one may make, and learning who you are. Which areas are you weak in? If you are weak in an area and you don't understand the issues around certain areas, you either ask or don't engage, because that is how people end up getting into problems. And let's move our conversation forward. The other thing, another component that can indicate that one is mentally healthy is being able to have self-development, growth either in your career, in your education, being able to move from one level to another, being able to achieve the goals of every developmental stage. If you are in school, for example, if one is in school, the right growth and where an education, something can tell us whether one is mentally healthy is when they are able to go through school life successfully. They are able to achieve the goals that they wanted to achieve while in school. If somebody engages in a certain career, they are able to remain in that career and grow from one stage to another and not remain only at one level. There are people who get employed, could be as sweepers, and they remain as sweepers throughout their life and not thinking that there is something they can do to develop themselves. So there's somebody who is mentally healthy is able to move from one stage to another of life successfully. And if somebody remains stagnant, then it means that there is something that is off about that person mentally.
Exactly what do you mean? Because there are so many people who come to diaspora. They come to the United States on green card. They start working their $10 job, the casual labor, and they get stuck there. You fight them 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, doing the same job they did their only first job in this country. That's casual labor. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to trade school. They don't want to go do any kind of business. They're just content with the little money they make. And guess what? These are the people who are the citizens who came to this country on green card. No struggles. They can get loans to go to school, or they can get grants, and they don't want to develop themselves. They are just stuck where they are. And I keep asking these people over and over, for how long are you going to do this hard job of $10, $15, and you have all these opportunities to go to school? Same thing I ask most people in this company, be it white, be it black, and ask them, you're a citizen of the United States. You can get grants. You can get loans. You can go to school. You can go to trade school. You can go to technical school. You can even start your own small business. You can apply for a small business loan. You are a citizen of this country. And you are there struggling. I talk to some people who tells me, I can't afford college. And I tell them, we immigrants, we come here with $0. We work hard. We put ourselves in school. We pay for our own education. We graduate and we get career jobs. And you are here, an American citizen, telling me that you cannot afford college. You have a mental disorder of inferiority. You have a mental disorder of not making the right choices.
For sure.
Oh, another excuse I get, I'm black, white men, white. What
about white? They have the same opportunities.
I tell them I have a license to practice nursing in state of California, just like another 3 million white people.
Imagine.
We go to school. Does a school train you differently because you are black?
No.
Yellow or orange? No. They train you the same way. And when you get hired, they hire you the same way. As a career professional, nobody cares about your color. But guess what? I have a problem with every year. The whole month of February is a Black History Month. All they remind them is slavery and racism, right? If you are being constantly reminded of negativity, what is that going to do to your mental health? Negativity for a whole month. They're not telling you, oh, wait, Barack Obama is black and he was the president of the United States. Oh, why? Kamala Harris is black and she's the vice president of the United States. And you are here telling me about the white men and slavery for a whole month of February? Telling me about Rosa Parks and all that garbage of slavery? Why? I ask them, why do you think African American, they lead in every negative thing? Health, they are behind. Come to mental issues, they are ranked number 1. Go to jails, they are the highest population. Do you know why?
Yeah.
If all you want to tell me because I'm black is all negativity, we have CNN, MSNBC, all this liberal media news. All they do is hammer negativity to black people. And guess what? I have a Chinese doctor who is looking at me and asking me, how do you say that in English? Do you know why? They are doctors in the United States. They are from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even speak good English.
Mm-hmm.
They even have no words, but they are doctors. But there's a fool who grew up in this country who's telling me they cannot afford college. And because of the white man, who did the racist gonna be there, I tell people. Racist gonna be there.
Yeah.
Racist gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
And in Africa, you have tribalism. In America, you have racism. Nobody is born a racist, and nobody is born a tribalist.
Yeah.
Everything is being learned. And guess what? If you want to say the white man is racist, include all of them. Do not include political identity. Don't say the Republicans, the conservatives, the KKKs. They are Democrats, KKKs. I've seen them. Include all of them. Do you want to be mentally stable, mentally sharp, mentally able to make your right decisions? Do you want to be mentally stable and mentally healthy and remove inferiority complex out of you? When you say, I cannot, I'm not able to, and this just basic things, survival skills, things to help you succeed in life, and you're saying no to them because you are Black, you are Asian. There's even poor whites. They live in trailer parks. Poor whites. It tells me you are not mentally stable. You need to be mentally sound. And young people, listen, there's no one who is holding your destiny. The only person holding your destiny is God. There's no white man or a Black man holding your destiny. Nobody is in your mind holding your destiny. God is only one who is holding your destiny. And I'll tell people, do your part. Be mentally stable. Do you know how easily we can avoid so many mental issues? Depression, stress, hopelessness, suicide, to name a few. Do you know how easily we can eliminate with highest percentage all those? It's when people becomes mentally stable, depend on themselves to make the right decisions.
Yes.
And know that no human being is holding your destiny. No one.
No human being.
No human being out there in the world is holding your destiny. You are created by God with sound mind.
That is able to make a decision and look at the opportunities around them. Be able to look at opportunities around you and make a decision.
Unless you are born disabled, there's an exception. Even the disabled people, somehow sound mind, some have one thing they like in their life, and I have seen people with Down syndrome. I have seen people with other mental issues who focus on one thing like computer science, IT. Yeah. Those people, they may not be able to do other things, but they are genius on IT, on computer science. They are genius on so many things. They are genius on so many things.
Yeah.
There are people who are disabled who are CEOs of certain companies.
Definitely. So somebody being able to use whatever they have, picking on the opportunities that are allowed them, that means that person is mentally healthy and developing themselves from one thing to another. We keep on saying this or whatever. The issue about slavery, if there is anything, it's about learning from those lessons and looking at what the world or the environment is offering as per now, and not living in the past. If something is not impacting on your life positively, then what gives you the reason of picking on it and embracing it? It shouldn't. If one is embracing,
it's just dragging you behind.
Yeah, something that is dragging you behind. If one just embraces something that is negative, it means they are mentally sick. They are mentally sick.
You are mentally sick if you're gonna say, "Oh, we just have like they're calling it June 10th."
Yeah.
It's about when some slaves somewhere in the north or south, they for a whole year they didn't know that the slavery has been abolished. And for those who doesn't know when slavery was abolished, it was abolished in 1863 or 1864 at that time, not even in 1900. But somebody in 2022 want to hold your mindset, want to hold your mindset and hammer this slavery negativity. It happened. So, was my neighbor who is white, who owned slaves, still alive? No. Even their children are still alive? No. This was about 100 years ago. They are all dead and gone. So why would I say, oh, the white, and I said, again, I'm gonna say, when you see the white people, do not put political identity. Say, if you say white people are racist, don't say Republicans are racist.
Yeah.
Put all of them. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, independents, as long as you are white, if you're gonna play identity politics of the white people being racist, put all of them without political affiliation. And if you have been there, you are a black person in this country, in United States, in 2022, and slavery is holding you back. You cannot go to school because the white man is not going to give you a job. You're not going to become smarter like a white man. You have a mental problem that needs to be diagnosed and treated. No, diagnosed and treated and worked on for you to change your life, change your mindset. Because again, there's no white man out there holding your destiny. And you wanna know why? Yeah, I'm speaking with an accent. I'm in the United States. I took myself to school. I put myself in school. I work a career job. So as millions and millions of successful black men. And guess what? If you go to Chicago today, they break their records every year of black killing blacks. But guess what? One thug, one criminal, or somebody by mistake was killed by a white police officer is a reason to go to streets, protest and ban things, and protest and protest and protest. But brothers are killing brothers in Chicago, St. Louis, Baltimore, Maryland, Detroit, Michigan, and nobody gives a rat about it. And you cannot see the media, liberal media news, are playing your mindset. And you are there telling me about racism? Screw that. You have a mental problem. A mental problem that the media has created and want to instill in your head that you're going to live with very low inferiority complex. You cannot make a decision based on yourself to say, hey, I'm going to change my life today. I'm going to make the right decision. I'm going to go to trade school. I'm going to go apply for that small business loan. I'm black. I'm going to get it. I have the faith I'm going to get it. I'm going to press hard. I'm going to go to that loan officer in that small bank, Bank of America or whichever bank, and I'm going to tell them, I'm going to present myself as a very successful person, black person, and I'm going to get it. And guess what? If I find any discrimination issues, I can sue them. Have there been banks been sued? Yes, they have been sued. Successfully? Yes, they have been sued. Because, as I told you, they are racist in this world, and we are not going to get rid of them. They're going to be there. The evil going to be there. There are evil people in this country, in this world. And guess what? We are not going to get rid of the evil. Is everybody racist? No. It's a very small percentage of racist people, especially in the United States. Very low, very small percentage. But, okay, you are racist out there. Let me ask you, I have neighbors or somebody in the community or somebody, my co-workers are racist. Do they stop me from going to work today or tomorrow? Do they stop me earning the much I earn? No. They are burning inside because a black person is having the same job as them. Does that change my destiny? No. Do I get paid? Yes. Do I pay my bills? Yes. Do I improve my life? Yes, I do. They don't hold my destiny. Why would I let slavery garbage? I call it garbage. It's garbage. It happened. Yes, it's history. We cannot keep on dwelling on it. We have to move on. The neo-Nazi, the Hitler. Do we have a whole month where we talk about Hitler? The neo-Nazis? Do we have a whole month where we talk about, oh, it's a Jewish man, the Hitler killed so many people, this and that, and we made the Jewish people, how they were discriminated and killed by Hitler. Do we have that? No, we don't. Mm-hmm. Because we don't want to put those people mentally sick, mentally degrading themselves. Mm-hmm. Why do we have a Black History Month where we don't talk more about success of Black people? All we want to do is affect their health negatively, mentally. There are so many Black people mentally affected by the messages they watch from CNN, MSNBC, and all liberal media news. And I tell my people, if you want to be mentally degraded, live in 100 and whatever years, of 100 years, live with a mindset back in slavery time. Listen to those channels. They are very good on hammering negativity on Black people. Why do I want to be hammered negativity every single day? You hang out, what you listen to is what you're going to believe. And that's what you're going to become. And I know one thing for sure. There's no white man out there who's holding my destiny. There's no Black man out there who's holding my destiny. None. Zero. Zip. God holds my destiny. And I'm mentally stable. I can make the right decisions. And you are out there, you are a young person, you are a middle-aged person. No white man is holding your destiny. No Black man is holding your destiny. None. You have all the power in your own hands to make the right decision to change your life. You have the power to change your life in your own hands and in between your ears. You have the power to do that. And I will encourage you to let go of negativity and fill yourself with positivity. And when you fill yourself with the positivity, you will be mentally stable, mentally capable of making decisions to change your life and to change the lives of the loved ones.
Yes.
And I think that's the conclusion of our show today. Your final word.
Okay, thank you. I think this was a great conversation. We are hoping there are some listeners over there who are benefiting from the conversation. The greatest resource of a human being is our mind, is our brain. And it is good to check out that which we are thinking of every day. And it is good, before we had conversations on positive thinking, it is good always to enjoy, to engage our thoughts with positive thoughts so that we are able to live positively. When we are living positively, we are able to see life around us and make objective decisions that will help us improve on our life. Now that our time is not on our side, I think we may end it there. We'll continue the conversation next time, God willing. And for now, it's bye from me.
Thank you, Dr. Jane Karaja. Thank you very much for all our viewers and our listeners from all over the world. This is Family, Faith, and Health Focus, presented to you by Diaspora Media Max Radio. You can go on Facebook. You can like us. Our page is Diaspora Media Max. You can go on a Google Store, or you can download the app. Our app is Diaspora Media Max, and you can listen on YouTube or on our website, www.diasporamediamax.com. Thank you all for watching. Until next Saturday, goodbye.
Bye.
ino ndetojega kuma Diaspora Media Max Production aria makurehagira ageni matiganite na marina igweta kuma nja ya bururi na guko bururi-ini aini marina migambo ta ya tonyoni na gwakinya ni wendia noguri tugatigerera ati nitwakunyitithania na kambuni iria cirĩ na ikĩro na nĩ ũndũ wa ũguo endia magakena magĩtanio na ithuĩ haya na to ũguo tu ithuĩ Diaspora Media Max tũhũthagĩra macini na kamera cia kĩrĩu ta drone gũtigĩrĩra atĩ video yaku ya rwĩmbo nĩ yathakara wega na nĩ ũndũ wa gũtigĩrĩra atĩ igongona rĩaku nĩ rĩakinyĩra andũ aingĩ ta ũrĩa rĩahoteka nĩ twĩkaga live streaming magongona-inĩ matiganĩte ta mohiki, mathiko, birthday parties, rũracio na mangĩ maingĩ na nĩ ũndũ wa ũhoro makĩria aranĩria na ithuĩ kũhĩtũkĩra +1 205 835 2710 ona kana +1 913 544 5902 oroho no tucerere website-inĩ itũ nĩyo www.diasporamediamax. We are the global connector.
Diaspora Media Max. We are the #1 radio and TV, the global connector.
Rockvilla Prestige is an exclusive estate with 38 units located in Mutalia, 900 meters from Kangundo Road. It's a 3-bedroom master and suite with a flat roof design, sitting on a 50 by 80 plot size. There is parking for 2 cars, solar street lighting, perimeter wall, and expansive outdoor amenities which are closed. The introductory price is 5.75 million, deposit 1.85 million, balance payable in 14 monthly installments. Become a homeowner or an investor today. Mahiga Homes, creating smile.
Diaspora Media Max Radio and TV. We are the global connector.
Taifa Poa Homes wanakuletea ploti ambazo ni Kibali Gardens Kantafu. Mradi huu uko mita 500 kutoka Kagundo Road opposite QMP karibu na Northgate High School na uko tayari kwa uwekezaji. Kibali Gardens ni gated community, kuna barabara, maji na stima. Ploti ya 50 by 100 wanakuuzia kwa bei ya 950,000 cash. Kwa installment ni 990,000, ulipe deposit ya 400,000, balance ulipe kwa miezi mitatu. Site visit ni siku ya Wednesday na Saturday. Wasiliana na Taifa Poa Homes leo kwa nambari 0789999994 au tembele ofisi zao Roysambu Jewel Complex next to TRM 3rd floor Suite 1. Taifa Poa Homes, your future our priority.
Diaspora Media Max Radio and TV. We are the global connector.
WirePay. Send money stress-free, simplifying how Africans living abroad bank and move their money. We are committed to transforming the world, one transaction at a time. With WirePay, it is safe. Visit www.wirepay.com for more information.